Good day. So, welcoming you all to my part 3 of why we worship several gods in Hinduism. Gods, I'm putting within apostrophe. It's not gods, it's devas, different forces of nature. So, we saw as you have to have different doctors, different medicines because you have different sickness, different educational levels, different places of visits. You can't restrict yourselves to singularity. And the singularity also Hinduism has, that is, we call as Paramatma. If you refer to all these Upanishads, they say the Atma, the Paramatma. There is an argument between the Paramatma and the Jivatma. So, singularity, what is singularity? See, at the time of Big Bang, it was singular. It was a infinitely small singular dot. There was nothing but singularity. There was no plurality. There were no varieties. From that stroke of singularity, when the Big Bang occurred, then all these pluralities came, various stars, various gases, various galaxies, various meteors, asteroids, suns, planets, solar systems, or several systems like solar systems. And that is why, as I've already told you, how Lord Shiva and Lord Mahavishnu, the Lord Shiva is the creator through his Rudra Dhandava, created the universe to just signify that, to symbolify the dance of Lord Shiva, that is to symbolify the creation of the universe. Several annihilation happened. I told you antimatter started annihilating matter, and finally whatever matter remains today we see. And because the protector, the Mahavishnu we call, who is present everywhere, I already told you, Vish Anu, presence in every Anu, he prevented even galaxies from crashing against each other and destroying immediately the entire created universe. See, they're all symbolical, very symbolical as far as astrophysics is concerned. And it absolutely tallies. So that is why there is no reason for people of other faith to say, oh, we worship only one God. Hindus worship several gods. Your God, the concept of your God is different from the concept of our devas. We have the Paramatma, who is your God, yes. But the Paramatma is impartial. He does not have partiality. He will not punish you, neither will he reward you. There is a lot of arguments which I will explain as we'll go on later on. Therefore, that is why we have several gods. For example, because God technically has to be present everywhere. He is all pervading. For that definition, he has to be everywhere. He is all powerful. He has to be everywhere. He has to create even the devil. The devil cannot create itself, because if it is a creator of its own with its own likings, then it also becomes a parallel power like a god. So what you feel is you're a devil or something is because of the evil acts they do, like terrorists killing people for no reason, stealing, telling lies. They know they are telling lies, but they are telling lies. So the point is, you have to have different ways and different methods of worship. We in Hinduism, we have different methods of worship. Come on, if you want to worship in your enjoyable way, you offer flowers, you offer all fruits, you offer date to the deity milk, honey, whatever you want, as per your pleasure, as per the way established. The ways of worship is different, and for the biggest sannyasin or biggest people, you can go to the forest area, shuka stalam, means a right place. You can go and then start meditating on om or on the Paramatma. Who prevents? There you get the single god. So Hinduism is a variety, a variety of religions taking you towards the Almighty. See, I cannot ask a tribal day immediately, a man who is not educated like a city man, for example, a tribal living in the deep forest. Come on, you have to chant the Vedas. Ano Badraha Kritavo Yantu Vishwataha. Agnimi purohidam yajnasya devam ritvujam hota aram ratnadadamam. If I tell all these things, well, it's too much. I cannot teach a 5-year-old boy high calculus. 2x squared is, if first derivative is 4x, how it comes, he also will ask. First, he has to be taught to count. 2 plus 2 is equal to 4. So, we have different segments. If you want to go to the highest form, yes. How many people of other faiths in India, even now, of other faiths, they do Ganapati Homam? Go to Kerala and see. There are lots. There are lots of people who go to temples. Why? Therefore, it is not the question of different gods. Some criticize us, oh, you have different idols. Idol worship is wrong in our religion. Yes, in the Abrahamic religions, in Judaism, they just go and prostrate before the Almighty God looking up to the sky. Maybe right, there is nothing wrong on that. And in Islam, they said, Prophet said, there were 360 idols in Mecca and they were fighting. The tribes were fighting against each other and killing each other. Then he said, stop all these fights and killings. There is only one God. There are no all these idols. For that, contextually he told. But here in Hinduism, we, as the kings, the rishis, they, in a temple, we establish an idol after what we know as establishment of Agama Shastras. So that by concentration and concentration, the idol also develops a power. Any object, if you start concentrating, that object will develop a power. The power of an object usually depends on the faith of your power on the object. So the object, the vigraha, the idol also develops power. That's what, even when the idol theft was taking place, a British judge also observed. It has its peculiar power because of concentration of so many eyes on that idol through bhakti, through devotion. No, you cannot belittle and dismiss all these things as Hindus worship like this. Oh, what religion? They worship Satans. Some of a religious preacher says there are Satans in temples in Kumbakonam. Deities. He does not know. He does not know any of these things because these are all installed by the ancient Chola kings, Pandya kings, and Pallava kings out of Agama Shastra. Are those Chola kings fools? Pandava kings fools? Pallavas? They are all fools. And this fellow is a most knowledgeable man. See, they have some certain ideas. If their heart stops and immediately they worship a particular god of a religion, they say that God saved me. Absolutely not. You go to Hindu Mission Hospital, heart stops for at least out of 100 or 200 people, 5 people, heart will completely stop. The monitor will show a straight line, a straight horizontal line. He's been revived. They do it as a regular way. Probably, I am not dismissing the power of the deity whom you are worshipping is involved. My relation was revived like that. You see, maybe that is a different thing, but the point I am wanting to emphasize is how Hindus worship several gods. They worship monkey gods, they worship elephant gods, they laugh, ridicule. Absolutely, if you go, we have the system of various tiers of worship at every level. People have not understood Hinduism and Hindu philosophy, the mightiest of the mightiest. And that is why Emerson said after reading Bhagavad Gita, Ralph Waldo Emerson, that it is as if an empire speaks to me. And Henry David Thoreau said, I bathe myself in the beauty of Bhagavad Gita as I bathe myself in the beauty of the morning sun. They were all so devoted to the philosophies. You can read Mandukya Upanishad. Therefore, the concept of a singularity was also there at the time of Big Bang, and when the singularity had become a plurality, because could be also due to the prarabdha karma of that singularity. It was created singularly. Initially, if you read the book Charles Darwin's Origin of Species, the initial cell was neither a male nor a female. Even Richard Dawkins quotes in his book The Greatest Show on the Earth. He quotes Charles Darwin's Origin of Species. then it starts splitting, and then the male gender and the co-productive organ started. How it started, we do not know. Probably due to the prarabdha karma as stated in Hindu philosophy. Because at the time, an impartial God will not create something of differences. So he created, his creation was non-differential, a single cell, and that a singularity. Why the singularity exploded and created this universe, I do not know. But that is the prarabdha karma of that singularity. How many singularities are there? We do not know. Infinite number of singularities may be there, and depending upon their prarabdha karma, our singularity created this universe of 100 billion galaxies, each galaxy having 100 billion stars. 100 billion is 10,000 crores galaxies, and some other singularity could have created some other universe of some other nature where we cannot even see that, because our five senses like eyes and ears and nose and tongue are tuned into certain frequencies only. There may be creatures, universes living in other frequencies which you can't see. Even light, visible light, you can see only from 380 nanometers to 700 nanometers. Objects beyond that frequency or the length you can't see. We do not know a universe, a singularity would have exploded and the universe could have been created right under my nose here. I am not able to see that, neither experience that. And this is only due to the fact that because of this prarabdha karma, our singularity exploded, and then it started enjoying or experiencing this universe. See, there is a very beautiful philosophy, as our acharyas used to quote, that is called the karya karana bhava. What is the karya, the cause and the effect? The cause and the effect will change a form, and the cause and the effect, you will not know that it is as it is. I will tell you an example. Out of clay, the common thing is mritika. This is, they make a pot, gatha. Now the clay is gone, but a new form of shape, gatha, has taken place. The effect is the gatha. The clay is not there, though the gatha is made out of clay. Therefore, the cause has changed itself into a karana, into the effect. But if you see a snake and the rope, in the night when I go, a rope, I stamp on it, I touch on it with my leg, and immediately I would say at that second, 1 second is a big time when compared to picoseconds. At that time, I'm sure it is a snake, because exactly it is like that. Or probably even what is known as a long fruit, the green vegetable fruit, they say as some podalanga, they would say. If you see it or touch it, you may feel. But here, it appears like that it has not again changed, the rope has not changed its form into a snake. The cause appears to be the cause only. The effect has not taken in the form of a snake, as a clay has taken its form has taken its form like a mud pot, like a pot. So you see the cause and the effect. One changes the cause changes its form. The other, it appears like that. It appears like a snake, the rope. But the rope still remains as a rope. See, these are all the cause and effect relationship. Therefore, this earth, the singularity, which if you want to call as Paramatma, has taken the form of this universe. Or through Maya, you feel that the universe exists. That's what Mandukya Upanishad says. Mayaya vidyate vidyate hi anyatha katanchana. Everything is Maya, he says. Illusion. Actually, they don't exist. Well, there is a long philosophy if you take. Therefore, what I am fundamentally trying to prove, please do not ridicule as if the Hindus are worshipping various gods. There is nothing like gods. The God's definition I told you is different from the God you mean in English. We put as a word as devas, who are different, and the Paramatma is different. And the Paramatma may be your God, but the devas are not God. They are forces of nature with higher levels of power. Each deva is a higher levels of power. Therefore, there is nothing to ridicule in Hinduism other than the pure fact that it is a well-structured religion adhering to various intellectual capacities of people at various levels, through various ways, it teaches them. It takes them to the path of Almighty for the purpose of leading a comfortable bodily life, the journey of the body and not the journey of the Atma. When the journey of the body is perfect, then it could lead you to the understanding of your journey of your soul, the Atma. Well, my dear friends, the more of it I shall continue in my next episode. This is part 3, why we worship several gods in Hinduism. Till such time, Bhuyat Tavat Shubhamangalam. Thank you.